In this part of the world, a lot of people require social validation before they trust their own instincts. It happens a lot of time, especially when people need to start a business. Sometimes you have a very fantastic business idea and the moment you tell it to a third party and the party says no, that happens to be the end of it. I faced that challenge a lot of times while building my multiple businesses, and I have been able to ascertain the reason and some of the kickbacks as to how to handle such issues going forward. Hi, my name is Omowunmi Olalere. I am a serial entrepreneur that plays in different industries such as real estate, agriculture, retail business, beauty, and much more. Right, so in order to make this very practical, we don't just want to be motivational speakers that just, tell you things without practical experience. So I have with me here a promising young man by name Mr. Felix, right? Yeah, so Mr. Felix has some questions for me, and since this program is tailored towards a certain sector like the youth, I mean people who are aspiring to start a business or those who are in business and they're willing to have additional multiple business just like myself, I decided to bring in some people who have questions to ask. Then we will discuss that question. I believe it will be more relatable that way. It will be very practical. I can share my own personal experience and then we can, pick valid points from it. So you're welcome, Mr. Felix.
Thank you very much.
How are you?
I'm very well.
Nice to meet you, finally.
I am grateful for the opportunity.
All right, you're welcome.
Yes.
So, your question?
Okay, first I would like to ask, how do you identify opportunities and validate ideas?
How do I identify opportunities and validate ideas? That's a very big question. What I see is information is money, right?
Yes.
And a lot of our youths, a lot of people sell out information. They see the opportunity like this. The opportunity is telling them, come, take me, use me. And yet, you still ignore, will not see it. You wear clothes the following day, carry bag, go to another, business. That is what I see that play out a lot when people have conversation with me. Because when I keep asking you, okay, you want to have a business, you want to do a business, it is more than just saying, I want to start a business. What are you doing? What are your daily goals? What are your daily achievements? So I realized that for a lot of people, the opportunity is not far-fetched. It's staring at them like this, but they're not seeing it because they've not made up their mind. Another thing is social expectations. We rely a lot on social expectations, right? And I'll give you one story about when I started. So when I started one of my business arm called Dozen Price, it was meant to be an online platform, like something sophisticated, have a payment platform, shop online, we deliver like the likes of Walmart and what have you. But we were not getting it right. We had a lot of back and forth with technology, IT. It wasn't as robust as it is today. Do you understand? So it was quite challenging, having to solve the payment system, having to, ward off scam and all that. So we had that back and forth. And, I was just like, oh, while we're at I think we should explore other opportunities so that we can start the business. So we decided to supply to neighboring companies around us. So while we're at that, there was one business that came. A staff of mine, my colleague, came and said that there is a company that wants to supply them consumables, right? And their total voucher, their total monthly consumable is about 76,000 thereabout. But there was a challenge. What was the challenge? They needed a particular brand of water to be supplied. So I'm like, water, okay. I don't sell water. I cannot sell water. Please go and tell them that we don't sell water here. We do other things, stationaries, notebook, files, and all that. So they're like, ma, they said they're not going to split their check. I'm like, I'm sell water again. Why am I selling? I am not actually go out to sell water. So they were saying, okay. So I now asked, how many are we looking at here? Then they said 40. I'm like, well, that's a big number. And then they said they would be needing it like every week. I said, okay, 40. you know, selling brands of water is not part of what we want to do. However, you know, having heard about the number that was required, I had to, you know, give in for it. But I still did not want to sell water. Not because of any reason, but social validation, right? Like, why would they say I'm selling water? Do you understand? So I decided to give the business to someone else to always supply the clients that I sourced. Now, there's a loss there. The loss is I gave it out, not asking for a commission or compensation or whatever, and yet I'll use my resources, my vehicles, and everything to still, you know, supply the water. These are the issues that we go through. It's quite a long story. So then on another marketing call again, there's another company that requested for same brand of water but 60 pieces. So I was like, same brand of water. They drink up to 60 pieces of this water. They said yes. I said, okay. So that means in a month we'll be selling 100 packs. That's enough for somebody to start a business. But because we don't always, you know, see the opportunity, and I feel too big to sell water. That's the problem most of us face, right? Feeling too big to do a particular venture. Even though the money there is good, the business opportunity is there, the market demand is looking at you, you just feel too big. You are like, what will people say? What will people say? So I had that challenge of what will people say, you know, that, you know, I'm selling water. So 100 was quite a big number, and then I could not give out 100 packs of transaction to my neighbor, right? Yeah. On a platter of goods. So I decided to now venture into doing the business all on my own. Now, where I'm going for the business opportunity, that looks like a business opportunity, right? A very good one. Yeah. So I decided to, you know, buy the bottle, sign the agreement with the company for them to supply. And 2 days before they would supply, they announced lockdown.